Hey everybody, it's Talking Habs Membership Drive. We want you to become a member at Talking Habs for your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. If you take a membership, you get entered into the Talking Habs giveaways. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so we got a membership drive tonight. Take a membership. I just whistled. You get entered into the giveaway. As I said, you can win a hat like this. That's the next giveaway. Hey, Habs Guru, Julie, how's it going? I think only Habs Guru is here, though. Even my co-host isn't here, so I don't know. Is there a game tonight? I don't think so. I think even if there was a game, not a lot of people watching. I think um, last night's hangout for the Rangers game was the lowest viewed one so far this year. So people are even staying away from the live streams now. So how's everybody doing? Hi. Let's see. So if you take a membership start as low as $1.99. And I think if I'm correct, the join button is right under the window, right next to the subscribe button. That's on a computer or a laptop. And you click that, just follow, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Very simple. And it tells you everything you get for that and all that. Hey, Snakes on a Plane, Filibuster. How's it going? Watching DS9 and enjoying beer. What's DS9? Deep Space Nine. I'm watching Bosch right now. That's the series that I'm binging right now. Bosch on Prime. Hey, Jesus, I wouldn't expect anything else from you, man. What do you think of Norlander playing tomorrow? I don't know that is that confirmed. I don't know that that's confirmed. I think that's not confirmed though. But about time. They said he was going to play last weekend. He didn't play, so I think about time right now. So yeah, I think that would be a good thing. I got some stuff here. So Mike Hoffman, if I remember, Mike Hoffman's out on the IR for a minimum of a week. Apparently, it's his back. Found that out today. So Mike Hoffman is out with a back injury. That's all I found out. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything more than he's out with a back injury. Play all the youth. I think so too, right? You think Norland? Okay, I didn't see it confirmed. So, it's great. I think it'll be great. Did you, Brandon? Hey, Brandon. Hey, Rick. Did you like Pizzetta going up versus Reeves, or was Gallagher's sucker punch more entertaining? Well, I think it takes a lot of guts. Pizzetta standing up for his teammates, trying to get them going. I think good on that kid for doing that. As far as Gallagher's sucker punch, I've got stuff on that. First of all, there's a highlight out, and they slow it down, and in slow motion, Gallagher hits Goodrow, on the visor. So he hits him on the visor, so right here, and then his hand sort of slides down, and he grazes his chin like that. Now Goodrow made like he got shot. Boom! He went down, and then he peeked out at the ref to see if he was buying it. So, should Gallagher get a penalty for the punch? Yeah, because you're not allowed to. You shouldn't be able to punch. Although, how many people have done that to him and nothing happens to them? So yes, but I think Goodrow should have got a penalty for embellishment. That's one. Number two is they fined Gallagher $2,500 for that today. And that's just ridiculous. How many times has that happened to Gallagher? And nothing, not even a penalty, nothing. So I just think it's ridiculous. That's all. So yeah, but if you go look at the highlight, you'll see he hits him on the visor. It doesn't mean it's right, but he didn't hurt him, and he grazed him on the chin afterwards. So yeah, sorry, I don't think it was much to it. So a $2,500 fine, which is nothing for Gallagher. I mean, us complaining about it is nothing for Gallagher, really. It's the principle of it. And the dopes at dops once again. And it wasn't a sucker punch necessarily. They had an incident just before on the face-off where whatever happened, and then it almost happened again where he sort of threw him over. Gallagher, and Gallagher got up this time and just whacked him one. I'm sorry, but I realized it was near the end of the period. They were trying to catch up, and he should have held his temper. But you know what? How many times are you going to take that shit when you're going to just dish it out? Ill-timed, maybe, but sorry, he stood up for himself. I'm not going to really complain about that. Where was I now? It was not a sucker punch, but it was in the face. But I'm telling you, he hit it. Watch the replay. They slow it down. I saw a highlight where it slowed down, and he hits him on the visor. And then as his hand slips off the visor, he catches him there. Does it, like I said, is it right? No. But he didn't hurt him. Sorry, he didn't. There's no way. Not at all. And Goodrow just embellished, and he got away with it. What are you going to do? Because we have the best refs anywhere, any sport. And I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Filibuster says, I still think Domi in preseason wasn't a sucker punch. When you're facing someone and yelling at him in hockey gear on the ice, not so sucker. And wasn't that, and that was, was it Ekblad? Who's way taller than him, so kind of weird. Although same thing here with Gallagher and Goodrow. Everyone's bigger than Gallagher and Domi. King Julian, hey buddy, I think I think if it would have been the other way around, Gallagher punching or Goodrow punching Gallagher, he wouldn't have even gotten a penalty. How's that? It wouldn't have even been a penalty. Because it's happened. How many times have we seen that happen? Nothing. So. But hey, listen, the refs are the best ones in the world in any sport. Remember that. So what are we arguing about? What are we complaining about? They're the best. Come on. Goodrow should be playing Euro soccer. It's kind of like that, right? That's the same kind of. That was embellishment. Yeah, and I said it on the live stream. I said, look, he's peeking out, and he was down there like that, and he peeked out. It's clear as day. He peeked out. Clearly, he was not hurt, and he was embellishing. Because it was just like he would have not have peeked like that. I mean, that was clear as day. But the dopes at tops, they don't know what they're seeing with their own eyes. Brandon, I don't really disagree. He shouldn't have done it at that time. I agree. I mean, but whatever. But, kind of, I might have done the same thing, really. So, what are you going to do? He kept them one step closer to the basement and a good draft pick. I mean, got to look at it that way, right? So maybe he did a good thing. King Julian, I still remember Chris Lee staring at that Vegas guy punching Suzuki in the playoffs. Remember? Nothing happened. Remember that? Nothing happened. And that was a worse punch because he clearly got Suzuki right on the chin. Right? Clearly. I mean, you can see the replays. I have a clip of it. I got to go look for it, though. But I made a clip of that. And it's clear. So it's ridiculous. There's some kind of bias towards, the Montreal players, the team. It's clear. And if NHL wants to deny it, they can go stick their fingers up their asses because that's what it's worth, their denial. That's a $2,500 fine for hitting the mic. There you go. And it about as worth the same, right? The value, not the money, but you know what I mean? Like it's the same stupidity. What is Arizona doing that we can learn from? Well, they did a big sell-off, right? They traded everybody away except like two guys and got draft picks and brought up all their kids. Mark, are you listening? Jeff Molson, you listening? They brought up all the kids and let them play, and that's what they're doing, and they're rebuilding. They're doing a full rebuild. Montreal, I don't know if they do need a full rebuild because we've got a pretty good young core here right now. And so I think they need to do a retooling. So, yeah, as much as I was against it before, I think it's obvious right now this team's got to do that. They got to do whatever they can, finish in the bottom, get as good a draft pick as they can get for as many years as they can do it. As the kids come along and they get better, which to me is they got about 2 years, and it's 2 great years to do that because it's 2 really good drafts. So, sometimes you got to bite the bullet and do it. And play the kids. We got some young, exciting kids. I think, you know what, if you're going to have a shitty season where it's going to be a losing season, all that, you know what will save it for the fans? I think seeing these kids develop and playing and everything and bring that sort of excitement to the rink if you can't bring them victories. I mean, sell it that way. What kind of marketing people do they have? Right? I mean, wouldn't we enjoy it more if they were honest about it and we're retooling? At least, though, we've got all these young prospects. We're going to play them a lot. You're going to enjoy that. Yeah, we'd have that. But they don't know how to sell it. They're like Democrats in the States. They don't know how to sell anything. Brandon, I appreciate that Lehkonen does what he does on the ice, but for F's sakes, how many open nets has he missed? Well, that's, but you know what? He makes up for it. I think he does in his defense on the other side of the puck. I think you can keep a guy like that who really gives you bang for the buck on the defensive side. That, it's better than some of these other guys that they have out there and have had out there. But yeah, he's always had problem pulling the trigger. Filibuster says, anyone remember when Marchand punched Plekanec in the face in the face-off circle? What a shit show. Yeah. And apparently, and I've never really noticed this because I don't like to watch Marchand, but apparently he gets away with the most slew foots of any NHL player. Every game, 2 or 3, apparently. The master slew footer. Lehkonen's even more frustrating. If you remember, he scored 18 goals in his rookie year. Excuse me. But you know what? That's, some people, they hit their season high, their career highs their first season. It happens. They can get a career high. That's probably going to be Lehkonen. Or he'll hit that again when he's near the end of his career. He'll have that great season before he retires. But he's still young too, right? I think, what is he, 25? He's not an old kid. They need to trade guys that have the 1 year left on their contracts and get picks, prospects, get Kravtsov from the Rangers too. Yeah, no, they got to start doing that, and that's what Arizona is doing. So, if you want to copy Arizona, well, I think without copying Arizona, we might be there in the basement with them by the end of the season. Hey, Tap, how's it going, man? King Julian, I made a point in some video where I think that the NHL is trying to market to the U.S. market. And the U.S., listen, honestly, and I'm American. I was born down there, so I'm dual citizen. I can say this. Yeah, that kind of stuff sells, right? If you want to really draw them in, you want to get those kind of players, that kind of play, fights, that kind of things that really sell for the American market. So I think, yeah, Marchand gets away with a lot of shit because they want him to sell it in the States, even though he's in Boston and, that's an old market and they don't have to really sell it there. But I really believe that. That's the way they're going. That's the direction they decided to go in, to go with the gambling. And the refs don't have to really be good. They can just hire. Next, we'll get, like Santa Clauses, you get the bums on the street to be Santa Claus. That's where they're going to go for the refs next. What did you think of the Galley fine today? Yeah, I talked about it already, but yeah, ridiculous. If you look at the punch, because someone put it up on Twitter where they broke it, it was slowed down, and you look at the punch, and he hits him on the visor, and his fist slides down and catches him on the chin, but not with the full force of the punch, right? that hit the visor. It didn't hurt the guy. And then he embellished it, Goodrow. So ridiculous, and they fined him for it. It just shows their bias against Montreal and their players. It's without a doubt there's a bias against Montreal and the Montreal players. And I have no problem putting it out there. Because it's obvious. I mean, if you don't see it, it's obvious. Good thing Matt told me he's going to be here tonight. Good thing, eh? It's okay. I'm fully capable to do this by myself. I got to do that because it's G Fuel. If you know what G Fuel is, it's a energy drink, but it's powder, and it just doesn't dissolve properly, and it keeps falling to the bottom. You got to move it around. All right. Brandon, you know I'm a Sherbrooke guy. I'm loving Joshua Roy. He's that diamond on a landmine, I tell you. Yeah, listen. And we're all talking, not me, but a lot of people are saying they can't draft. But am I right? That's a Habs draft pick, and I think there's some good draft picks in our system, some really good prospects, and this team is going to be a really good team if they develop the players, because that's key too. But they got some really good, solid guys that potentially are going to make this team in the next 3-4 years. That this team is going to be a contender one day. We just have to have some more patience. I know it's hard because, man, I've had like 30 years of patience right now, but we're going to have a little bit more, and I think it's going to be a payoff. Avery was a great player. They made a rule about how well he interpreted the rules. Takes a special kind of guy. You're talking about Sean Avery? Sean Avery was a great player. That's is that an oxymoron? Avery, great player. No, it doesn't really fit as one, but it should be. He was a great asshole. Yeah. He was a great asshole. As far as a great player, no. He interpreted the rules. He made up the rules. He figured out, listen, I'll do what I want. And yeah, special kind of guy. Yeah. Now, isn't he out he's doing YouTube videos, chasing down New Yorkers on a bicycle or something like that? I don't know. On the ice, he was a real asshole. Off the ice, too, I think. But a lot of those guys, they usually are really nice guys and great guys off the ice, because apparently Brad Marchand off the ice is apparently a great guy. Yeah, I heard that about Zdeno Chara, too. And you know what I say about that, eh? He can go F himself. You can go be a great guy to someone else, not me. Most of our prospects are defensemen. I don't think that's true. We need to draft well between this year and next to fill in the forward gaps, especially at center. I think center, yes, but I don't think it's true. Look right now on the Rocket, you've got Ilonen. You have, because he's not a guy here. I'm not going to mention Caulfield because we know about him. I just blanking on names. You got a guy like Mishak, Farrell. They're small guys, yes. Luke Tuck. No, there's some big guys. I don't know that. I don't think it's all defensemen. We got some good defensive prospects too, but it's not all defensemen. Brandon, you were born just after, so you just missed the cup, and now, yeah, you'll get one. We'll get one. I want to see one more before I die. Now, you were born in 93, so you are exactly 30 years younger than me. I was born in 63. I'm glad they didn't rush Gouli. They're letting him develop. I think he'll be really good when he gets his chance next year. Yeah, the Russian Gouli part's not. We're not out of the woods yet. He's next year. I hope, as much as I'd really like to see this kid make it here, and I think there's a possibility, but I hope he plays a year in Laval first and develop him there. But I think he's on the fast track. I think this kid's going to develop quickly too, and I like him. He could still bust, but I think this kid's the real deal. Marchand is a great player, Filibuster. I'm not saying he's not a great player, but he is. He scores points. The guy, I hate him, but he puts up the numbers too. So it's unfortunately a great player like that has to be such an asshole. That's all. Google this Sean Avery rule. It's a real rule. Really? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. By the way, this is a membership drive, so if you take a membership, you get into the giveaway for a hat, or it could be a T-shirt, or a number of things. When I do get my settlement, which hopefully is coming soon, I will be buying a bunch of different prizes for the giveaways, so it'll hopefully be varied. So every giveaway will be different. But yeah, you get entered into the giveaway, and yeah, you get the membership. I got to start getting some membership videos. I think I'm going to do a hockey card video with Matt. He's got some, and we're talking about doing a hockey card video. I think that'll be for the membership, for you guys exclusively first, anyway, and then maybe put it out. But I think that's what we're going to do. So over the winter, I want to start doing actual membership videos again because I haven't really done a lot of them lately, which you guys know. Can't believe nobody ever thought of doing that before. Doing what? I'm sorry. I don't remember. It just whatever it was went out of my head. If I did know, but doing what? I'm not sure what you mean. Do you think Harris will be on this squad next year? I think Harris has a chance. I mean, there's another guy, right? There's another guy that, so yeah, on defense, we got some really good prospects. I just hope they're not all. We need some. What am I trying to say? I hope they're not all going to turn out to be like Mark Bergevin kind of defenseman, right? We got to have it balanced, puck movers and defensive defensemen. But Harris definitely's got a shot. He's in college right now, if I'm correct. Being that he's in college, Lemonhead, you could be right, and that could happen. I would imagine that could happen. And for people that are in Quebec, if this Bill 96 passes and whatever, it's going to affect the players coming here. I would think there's going to be a lot of players that don't want to come here if that happens. So I hope that in the future we're not affected by that. So, and I don't know why I'm saying that. I was talking about this with somebody else earlier. And if you're not sure what Bill 96 is, look it up. It's out there. You can find out. It's not very good. It's what's making me consider leaving Quebec. What else do I have that maybe? Yeah, Adam Brooks got claimed off waivers. They got claimed off waivers today. Vegas Golden Knights claimed Adam Brooks. So 4 games, I think he was here. Let me see. I read the stats. 4 games, 1 assist, and a -1. I think the fact that they waived Brooks, I think that's a sign that they like what Ryan Paling's doing. Ryan Paling is looking like he is ready now. And if he can continue that play, he's definitely ready. And I think they see that. And I think that's why Adam Brooks got waived. I really think that's what it is. Makes sense. I didn't come up with that. But I was reading some stuff today, and someone put that out there. And I thought, that makes a lot of sense. He has been playing well, Paling. First time that he's here that you look at him and say, yeah, he looks like he's ready now. So I would think that is why. So he's a Vegas Golden Knight, his 3rd team this season. That's got to be weird. Although only regular season, it's only his 2nd team. I think we got him before the season started, or I'm not sure when we got him. I don't think he played for the Leafs in any NHL games this season. So does anyone know if Price will play in the Olympics? No, and nobody really knows if the NHL will play in the Olympics right now. And I think I agree with Filibuster, 0 chance. If I'm Carey Price, I don't play in the Olympics. If I'm the Montreal Canadiens, I don't think I let him play in the Olympics. So I would say I agree with Filibuster there that there's zero chance, but it's not official. Um, the Olympics could be in jeopardy as far as NHL players being there if what's happening with the Senators. Senators are got 3 postponed games because of the COVID stuff breakout. 10 players in COVID protocol. If that starts happening and games are postponed and they need to make them up, they have nowhere to make them up except in the February break that is planned for the Olympics. If that's the case, and they've got to make up a bunch of games, the decision will be either you don't go to the Olympics and you make up the games, or you cut the season down like they did the first year of COVID. The 71 games, you cut it down to whatever, and you go from there. That's their decision they're going to have to make. So I think if we see breakouts and teams having games postponed, and it keeps happening, you're going to see no players in the Olympics, no NHLers. If Bill 96 happens, we'll get a team of Savards. I just imagine every position is just Savard. Well, I was talking to my friend today, and we were talking about this, and you got to figure that the Premier of Quebec put this out there that he wanted to see them sign more French players and blah blah blah, and then they kind of go out and sign the most French players in one season they've ever done, and not the best quality ones, right? Like I got no problem with French, English. I don't care what you are if you're good, right? But they didn't do that. They just brought in guys, I think, because they could sign them and they were from here, but not caring whether it was the best guy to get. So, and speaking of that, Matthew Perot, he just had eye surgery. So I don't know how long he's out, longer than he was supposed to be. But if he just had surgery on the eye, I can't imagine he'd be back that quickly. It'd probably be add on to I think it was supposed to be 3 weeks he was out, and it got to add on to that. So that was as per Coach Dom, that he had to have how do they say it? Another eye surgery. So he must have had surgery on it before, or he was out because he had eye surgery and he had to have it again. So I think that is actually what happened. So if they said 3 weeks, it might be another 3 weeks for him. Hey, Franco, how's it going? Ben Sherratt for Winter Olympics. I don't think Sherratt makes the Olympic team. Brandon, Stanley Cup predictions now? No, I don't have any. I don't really tackle that till maybe March. I'll probably do 1 or 2 videos, like one, and then something a little before, and then something just before the playoffs. But it's really early, and since I don't really cover the whole NHL, it's a little harder for me to really do that. So no. Who did I pick though? Or I think I did one for beginning of the season. I think I've either got Colorado to win or not Tampa. Colorado? I think I might have Colorado to win. So I think I have a video out there from before the season. An early, yeah. So you got to look for it. I don't know exactly what it's called or if I did one, to be very honest with you. No, don't blame this. Why are you blaming this for that? Come on. John Tavares is going to take the spot over Suzuki. From what I understand, he's also going to he's going to sleep on center ice when he's there. That's what apparently he's going to do. Yeah, Franco, it was one of those days where I needed a mood boost. I don't, what are you going to do? I was just having a shitty day today, so. Is it any better? I don't know. One of those things. You slug through it. Hopefully things get better. State of the world just doesn't make me happy these days. Yes, I got to take my pills. I know. Got to take the meds. Hey, Matt at the door. How's it going, man? There's extras that can go to the Olympics. I'm just hoping Suzuki does. Would be a great situation, him learning from Bergeron, since they are similar. I kind of, it's a great experience for him and all that. I kind of don't want him to go in only that. Boy, I don't know. I wouldn't go for considering what's going on with. Maybe I'm being overcautious with COVID, but yeah, it would be an absolutely great situation for Suzuki to be involved in that. I do agree. And he's got a shot. He's got a shot. If he keeps playing, like if by the time they have to make their decisions, if he's at a point a game, and I think he's got a shot. Suzuki's going to be one hell of a hockey player, and he gets better all the time. Imagine in the next 2 years when he'll be, I don't know if it's 2, 3 years. I think 2 years he'll be 25. By the time he hits 25, this kid's going to be something else. So if we can get a few more around him like that, which I think we can, it's going to be a hell of a team. Led by Nick Suzuki. What else do I have while I wait for you guys to ask me something? Jeff Petrie, not himself, as we all know. Now, I guess this was talked about last night on the live stream, but and I think this is where the rumor I heard came from somebody on the live stream, but apparently he can barely walk off ice, so he's got some kind of injury. I would explain what's happening to him. I hope so. They should sit him. Like sit him and bring up one. There's you got Norlinder, play Norlinder. Sit him, play Norlinder. You got Niku. So what do they expect? They're going to win? Play him. I think that's everything I got. I went through the Barclay Goodrow embellishment, and then Matt Perot. Yeah, I gave you everything. No one cares about COVID. Yeah, well, it's okay. I mean, it's getting better, but I mean, they're going to where? To China. Where are they going? This is in China, isn't it? So yeah, it's not like it's here. I don't know what it's like down there. I'd be worried just for that. That's all. Slinksy, I'm considering it because there's a whole month where there's nothing, right? No hockey. So I think I just might because I kind of did it for the World Junior Championships this year. I think not the last one. I don't remember. Yeah, so I think I will if they do go to the Olympics. I think I will do the Team Canada games. Yeah. Drake, I think you were right. Primo, I thought had a good game as well. And I was a bit surprised. Well, not surprised, but I was. It was like a relief to see that he did because I was worried about his confidence and all that. But it looks like he's gotten over that and he had a really good game. I thought. Renaud is. I don't know if you pronounce it the silent. Like is that French or not? But I'm going to say Renaud because I'm in Quebec. Will Drouin, Sherratt, and Allen get traded by this year's deadline? I think they could fetch decent returns. I think Allen, I don't know that you want to do that. I don't know. I think Drouin and Sherratt. Sherratt, I think almost for sure because he's a free agent. You can't really resign him because you got two clones of him. One you can't get rid of, and the other you don't want to get rid of. I think your hands are tied with Sherratt. Drouin, if they can, I think they might. That's it, Franco. I think I got it from you, right? Petrie not able to walk properly, and that's according to a TVA journalist. So, that's from a legitimate source. So, yeah, he's probably just, but he should sit. It doesn't work when they do that. He's playing worse than than if somebody replaced him. I mean, how bad can the guy that would come in to replace him play? Petrie's really playing bad. Yeah, Matt Outdoor talked about it. Galley got fined at $2,500. Totally unfair. Yeah, Lemonhead, you're right. So that could be the reason why I don't do it. If the times are really weird, like 3 in the morning, I don't know that I can. It's not fair to my neighbors. So depending on what times the games are on, I didn't really take that into account. What's the time difference there in China? Isn't it the next day there or something? H2O, how's it going, man? We're trying. We're trying. Slinksy, no, I don't mind Mitch Marner, but you're right. I mean, yeah, if Matthews is on the team, I'm gonna have trouble, man, when he does something. But it's for Canada, so you know. Drake Primo had a good game. Yeah, he made some really good saves. He was pretty solid. Um, I'm not really. I can't really remember the goals, but I mean, I think he kept him in the game at times, if not most of the game, and he was pretty solid. Jack Campbell, Jake Allen have to be the most underpaid. Well, they agreed to their contracts, but I guess I'm glad Allen took less. I was gonna do something about Gerard. I saw some stuff. Gerard's not available. They're not looking. They're not shopping him. He was apparently in some talks when they were investigating whether they could acquire Eichel, and that's about it. And those talks didn't really go anywhere. And apparently, they're not interested in shopping him around. So I don't think Gerard is available. You know, a guy like Gerard, we're going to hear rumors about why. He's French. I'm telling you, they're going to try to make this team all French players. Watch and mark my words. Tell me I'm wrong in 5, 10 years. 10 years. Figure by 10 years, because I mean they just signed some. Suzuki's not French. I'm not getting rid of Suzuki. I would hope. We know Bergie wants to offer Sherratt 5 years, 4.5 million. I don't know that that's official though. Was that official? I did see that out there, but I didn't see that as an official thing. It would be ridiculous because then you're locked into these three guys that are the same defenseman, and it's not working right now. So you got to change something up. Chantal Maccabee was the one who reported Petrie, so that's legit. Chantal Maccabee's legit. So H2O in China right now, it's 9 o'clock here, it's 3 a.m. there, so they're 6 hours ahead. That's not horrible. I mean, that might be workable. We'll have to see how the games how they work out. Oh yeah, Matthews will be on USA. All right, yeah, he's American. That's right. Makes sense. Yeah, Franco. I think no matter what with Price, they should let him sit and they make him sit and heal up. It'll help the tank. Although I think he's helping the tank. Canada versus Russia for the finals is H2O's prediction for the Olympics. Yeah, I don't. I'm not going to try to even do that. Nope. I can tell you what, China will be in last place in the in hockey in the Olympics. Yeah, I think they wouldn't do that, Lemonhead, because I think everybody would riot. So right now it's 10 a.m. in Beijing, so that's 13 hours. Yeah, that makes it. So anyway, we'll figure it out. 13 hours is so if they have a game, say 7 o'clock at night, it means it's at 10 in the morning. 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. Yeah, I don't think I'm being live streaming at 8 in the morning. So there's potential that I won't be doing any live streams um, for the Olympics. Can you imagine Suzuki and Caulfield for Eichel? Yeah, no, not really. They could have happened, but I don't think that would have been. I don't think Bergevin would have done that. I really don't think they would have, that he would have. No, Eichel. Okay, Eichel's had the surgery. If he comes back, he's okay, and they want to trade him. They'll get good. They'll get a good thing for him because he'll be back healthy, playing. We'll know. But the unknownness of it, I don't see how they could have got that anyway. Yeah, if they play a game in the morning, Lemonhead, you're right. Then I could do it. It would be a late night game, but it wouldn't be horrible. If they played 8 in the morning, so then you're looking at 9 at night. If it's 9 in the morning, 10 at night, that's about my limit. I don't like after 10 o'clock. It gets late. I think Buffalo was fleeced in that trade. They were. If Eichel turns out to be 100% and everything's great, they were. But with the unknown and the fact that they didn't trade him when he could have had the operation and been back in time for the start of the season. If they'd have done that, they'd have gotten more, but they didn't. So they got fleeced because of their own, because it was their fault they got fleeced. They were good. If they were going to make the trade, like I said, he has to come back. They have to at some point let him have that operation, let him come back and play and prove that he's good. And then if they make the trade, would have been fine. Otherwise, how are they not going to get fleeced in the end? Unless, of course, Eichel comes back and he's not as good, which could happen. We don't know. Can't believe Vegas lost all those prospects they once had. Yeah, well, they try to win right now. And now they're up against the cap and they got problems. And now look at all the injuries they have. So injuries seem to be a big part of the year this year. The injuries for Montreal is brutal. We had that one. I don't know if it was 85. There was one year, a while. I don't remember when. 85, 95, something like that. There was a year. It wasn't 95. That we had so many injuries because Koivu was here, so it had to be after 95. I don't know if it was 400 or 500 plus man games lost to injury. These guys. Why do they pick on me for this garbage every damn freaking live stream? Franco, you got it ahead of me. Wow. I jumped on that pretty quick. Awesome stuff, man. We need a team of Wolverines. Like you mean from the X-Men Wolverine? I gotta take my pills. One didn't go. Now they did. Don't cook bacon strips without clothing. Online strippers. I think they mean strippers. Yeah. Also, don't give them your credit card. Yeah, Matt Outdoor, they come in they try this every live stream. They'll be back with another soon. They always do. What are you going to do? Online strippers without clothing. Would they be strippers if they had clothing on? I mean, that just it's kind of like it kind of doesn't make sense that, right? Strippers should not have clothing for long anyway. Oh, that's just a bot or something anyway. It's not there's not a person there right now. Somebody just it's got to be a bot or however it works, I don't know. Get a life, that's his life. Trying to get people to strip online. Oh no, to watch the strippers, excuse me. Anyway, that stuff's not good for my channel actually. I get penalized if that stays up too long from YouTube. So if I ignore that stuff, they penalize me. And then I don't know, does it No, I know it's not just me. I'm not talking that it's directed at me. It's for whatever channels for the creators. We get penalized. Is it still up there? Because I still see it, but I know it's supposed to be gone. They're banned, but why is it? I don't know why it's still up there because that's the thing. How do I get rid of that? Does everybody else still see it up there, or is it just me seeing it? Yeah, no, I know you zapped it. I can tell because I tried and it was already zapped, but I'm still seeing it. So I'm just wondering, is it just me still seeing it because it just didn't go off my screen, or is that somebody else still see it there? Something I kind of need to know because if it's still seeing if it's still showing, I could get in trouble for it. It is there, eh? I got to figure a way to get rid of that. I heard of a couple of channels getting losing their channels because of those things because they didn't do anything about it. But I mean, I don't know how to. I guess I have to get better filters. I don't know anything about that stuff. Anybody know anything about that stuff? I think that's the thing I'm supposed to do is get better filters for it to keep them away to start with. I don't know how they do it every night because we block them, right? I block them anyway. When I do it, I block them. So that means they have to get a new email address, come back and do it again. They're here. They've been here on like every live stream for a month or more. Well, there's no more. They haven't done it again. What happens if you click on it? I don't want to click on it. Is that a link? I'm not putting it up on the window. All right, let's talk about something else. We're losing people. Oh boy, we're losing people like big time. Something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I'm sorry. I apologize. Why are you all leaving? Give it a thumbs up before you leave, please. I appreciate that. Don't know where Matt is. Another 10, 12 minutes will go, and then, yeah. Bergman probably do well with those muscles of his. He'd probably do pretty good. He might make some money. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to re-sign with Montreal. He's got a contract with what's that? Be better if I knew the name of those male strippers. That big troop of male strippers that goes around everywhere. What are they called again? Damn, I can't think of it. Can you just see that? What are they called? Come on, guys. It's on the tip of my tongue. Chippendales. The Chippendale. I think Club 281's closed though now. I'm pretty sure. So he'd be touring with the Chippendales. Yeah. He'd come out all in his hockey gear and he'd strip it all off. Yeah. I don't want to think of that. No. His big muscles don't do nothing for me. Any ladies out here? Is Julie still here? Julie might like that. Gigolos, though, that's different. Maybe that's that might be a club, but gigolos are male escorts. Matt, nope. I talked to him last night after the game, and he said he'd be here. He even texted me to remind me to put the stream up, and he didn't show up. So maybe something happened. I don't know. He didn't communicate with me. I don't know. I was expecting to have my co-host with me. Frago says, yeah, they closed. That's got to be 281's closed. He's working at Club Fat Butt now. Yeah, I don't think they have a strip club for us. If they do, it's like really cheap to get in. Did you hear about Chris Letang? He said he would be open to sign with the Habs if Penguins don't re-sign him. Yeah, but how much money does he want? And how old is he? Like, he's like 36, isn't he? Letang is from Montreal, I do believe. Is Letang from Quebec? So I don't know if he's French, though, but Letang, he probably is. So, yeah, they probably will sign him. Yeah, Matt, that's first of all, that wouldn't be our business, and we're not talking about that in here. Come on. Conservative lawyer, he's 34. Letang, 34, huh? Still, he gets injured a lot. That's my problem with Letang. Can Letang put up points and all that? Yeah, but he gets injured a lot. It's a big problem. So how much are they paying him? And that's would he come here for that kind of money? Because I wouldn't give him a big contract. Will I buy a Savard jersey? Serge Savard, number 18. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. David Savard? I don't know. Don't think so. Anyway, if I'm buying a Habs jersey, it's going to have a 14 or a 22 on it. Might as well get in there and get one of the kids' numbers. A big no for Letang. Well, depending on, like I said, it depends on the contract. Short term, low money, it's no risk. Any kind of long term or any kind of money, and no. Jeez, how did we go down? We're like 23 people. Now we're down to 10. I'm not entertaining tonight. I got to get some stuff. I got to make some clips for the membership. I got to do some special stuff for it. I'm just going to play the clips that I have because I like playing these. So watch these, you guys. I like the Keystone Cops. All right. Go back to you guys. Lemonhead. Wish Pareko was available. Wish we could get him. Yeah, I don't think they just signed him, didn't they? Sign Pareko last season or in the off season this year? Matt, you're getting a Cole Habs jersey? Yeah, maybe if it's made of Cole, it'd be pretty hard to wear. Yeah, no, I get a Caulfield or I don't know. There's I might, I like number 55. If Pizzetta sticks, I would consider getting a Pizzetta jersey. We'll see if he sticks. I hope he does. I think he's a good kind of guy. A guy who will stand up to Ryan Reeves. Probably the kind of guy you want to keep on your team. Don't you guys think? I do. So Montreal is home tomorrow. Trying to think who's here. I can't remember. This is the game I can't. Oh, Pittsburgh tomorrow. So speaking of Letang, we're going to see the Penguins tomorrow. Sidney Crosby. Hopefully Crosby won't grab anybody and throw them into the boards. There's something, right? Anything happened to Crosby for that? You saw what he did. How did he get away with that? And Gallagher gets fined $2,500. Two different rules, man. Not impressed with Pizzetta's skill around the net, but he's not really there for that. If you think Pizzetta's coming in to score a ton of points, he's not. I mean, that's not his game. Exactly what Lemonhead said. Exactly. We need a guy like that. If he can develop and stay on that fourth line and, give you some good play from there, we need that kind of guy in the lineup. Somebody to make some of the people on the other team afraid a little bit to take advantage of the Montreal's smaller players. We got some small players. We need a big guy to look after them, man. Matt Outdoor, I knew who you meant. I was just joking. I also know how coal is spelt. Coal for burning is not spelt the same way as Cole Caulfield. Nope. Yeah, so far that's it, I guess. Stay for another few minutes. Supposed to get rain tonight, man. Freezing rain. Yikes. I hate that. Imagine it's only November getting freezing rain. Although I don't know how it's going to be freezing rain because it's above zero. So I don't know, but we're supposed to get rain tonight. And snow, I think we're supposed to have snow by the weekend, a little bit of snow, which I don't like winter anymore. When I was young, I loved winter because I'd be outside on the rinks playing hockey. I loved winter, but I don't love it anymore at my age. Bearsman is playing tomorrow. Wow, so we got more injuries? Wouldn't be surprised if he could do was at least as good as David Savard does. Any NHL player over 30 quickly becomes a liability. No, that's not really true. No, 30 is young to say that, but you're in your prime. I think your prime now goes from 27 or 26 to 31, 32. So it's after that. Once you hit 32, 33, 34, 35, yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Some players are still great. Some players start to drop off. Julian wasn't even a goalie to start with. At least, I'm not sure if Julian was defenseman or not. I think he was a winger. And he had hair. If you've never seen Claude Julien when he was young and he was a player, you should Google it. Yeah, Ducharme was never a first line anything in his career, so he only played college hockey, I think, or something like that. Bruce Boudreau will not be coach because he's not French. Matt, you're in Newfoundland. You already got 2 inches of snow. Yeah. Well, that's normal though for out there. Well, Renault, listen, Scotty Bowman never played in. He hardly played hockey, so I mean that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, Lemonhead, they're not doing that though. I mean, he's still under contract, so I guess they could, but they're not doing that. I'd be shocked. I mean, I would be shocked because that would just make it. That's just ridiculous. 3 times. It's either 3 times the charm or 3 times and you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. Oh, Matt, you're in Labrador. Okay. This is different. Still, that kind of weather is normal, isn't it? Guy Boucher and Patrick Roy as coach GM. Yeah, I don't think they're not changing the coach. I don't think they're changing the coach. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do we know that they respect him or don't? And I don't think it's because he favors Drouin. I don't think he favors Drouin. He threw Drouin under the bus the other day. So I don't know. Happy Valley in Goose Bay, Labrador. That sounds cold to me. Did Pat Burns play hockey? Nope. Thought he was a police officer, yet coached well. Yeah, he was a police officer. He started coaching kids and then worked his way up. But Pat Burns did not have an NHL. I imagine he played hockey. Did he play? I don't even know if he made it to any kind of level at all, really. But it's not about. It's not at Lemonhead. It's not about that. They just hired him like he was in the Stanley Cup final. I don't think he's going to get fired. They signed him to a 3-year deal. All the coaches, they're not letting them go, paying him for 3 years and bringing in new people. They're going to get a year out of them. That's my opinion. While we'll light him up right away in French. Light up who? Ducharme? Ducharme's already lost the room in only 1 year. We don't really know that 100%. It kind of seems like it, though. I'm not saying no, but we don't know that. You all having trouble spelling Ducharme? I hope they turn it around somewhat, but I hope they turn it around and they don't lose another game, and I hope they do lose games. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence, but I think crapping out this year is like I don't even know if they have to tank this year. They're just doing it anyway. It's both. It's a mix of a bunch of things. So I couldn't tell you because it's a mix. It's good. All right, I think I'm going to take off here. I thought we're getting people back in. Wow. Maybe I'll stay. I've tried that, H2O. I used to. What was the haze we grew? Super silver. I used to grow super silver haze. I imagine super lemon is a cross with super silver haze and lemon grass or one of those lemons. Yeah, I used to work in that industry. I don't know. How long is it now? I'm here 4 years. It's about 3 years ago. 3 years when I stopped. And I'm sure a lot of change has happened already. Anyway, it's super easy. If you want, you just order it online. I order it online. It comes in the mail. Can't get any easier than that. And it's a possibility. I'm not sure, but I may have. I may be doing an affiliate thing with an online thing. So, all you guys, if you want to, if you don't know how that works, I may have something going on that, yeah, an affiliate link thing. We'll see. Jofa has a new place because I think I'm going to be wearing it a lot this year. Or they're gonna get blown out in every game. I won't need it, but we'll see. For that, what did I use? Endall. Or no, I used the Endall for mites and any little pests. Endall was fantastic. When I was, how many years now? About 20, over 25 years ago when I started kind of doing that. We were using, what were they called? Predator mites. My God, that was horrible. But no, end all. If anybody's doing any kind of gardening, doesn't matter what kind it is, if you want to kill bugs. I don't know if it's still out there 3 years later, but end all is fantastic and very safe. Renault, was he? I never heard that about Gomez. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think a lot of athletes smoke pot. I mean, I think so. And why not? Anyways, in Canada, it's legal now. So, hell, I mean, even YouTube. Look, when I started doing this on the live streams, I started getting ads when I watching videos. I started getting ads for the company that I'm talking about that I might do an affiliate thing. I started getting ads from them. They're advertising on YouTube. So if YouTube can take ads from those people, then they can allow this. And they do. And I'm sure you find more than Scott Gomez smoke weed here in Montreal. And probably did a lot worse too. I'm sure there's a lot of players that, especially back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, I happen to think, I don't know, can't say I know for a fact, but I think there were a bunch of them that were into coke, and stuff like that. So they're no different than everybody else that way, right? Athletes still do drugs. Hell, we know that they do drugs, all kinds of them. Who was that pitcher that threw? Was it a perfect game? On acid. Doc Rivers, was it? Doc Rivers, I think. So yeah, it's just not a good thing. I once played a game of hockey. Was organized, but we were not really good. But one of the guys took acid, didn't tell anybody, and he was fighting with us. He was offside all the time, and he was horrible. He was horrible and crazy all night. And then he told us after we're in the dressing room. Yeah, not a good thing to do when you're playing hockey. Okay, we're down to 8 people. Wow. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna take off. I don't think anybody's buying it tonight. But I forgot. I actually last week I was busy all day, and I got home late and I couldn't put up a stream in time and to eat and everything. That's why I didn't have one up. So I thought I would not miss it tonight. All right, Franco, have a good night, eh? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it, man. Renault, well, they are banned from using stimulants before the game. NHL, there is a ban on this stuff. I don't know that smoking weed is a stimulant. It's definitely not a performance enhancing drug. Nope. Okay, on that note, I'm going to take off before I get in any trouble here with YouTube. Thanks everybody that was here. I had fun doing this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already. And I'll be back tomorrow for the pregame show and for the hangout. So please look for that. Hopefully join us. The pregame show 1 hour before every before every Montreal Canadiens game. So please check that out and consider taking a membership on your way out. Thanks everybody for being here. Stay safe till tomorrow. Till we'll see you again. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.